Hello and welcome to TechFull. Today I have a computer that I got from my local recycling center. This is, I believe, a custom built computer. It is very interesting, but the reason I'm filming this outside is because it is nasty in there. And I will use the air compressor and blow this out, and then I can show you what is inside. Thank you for watching. So now I have blown the computer out with the air compressor, so it's moderately clean. So now let's look inside the computer. It has a fan right there that looks like it's LED lit. I'll put the side case right there. And inside it is a mess. I can see off the bat there are 2 hard drives. The top one, I have already looked at it, but it is a WD Caviar Black 750 gigabyte hard drive, and the bottom one is a WD, no caviars, but 320 gigabytes. I don't know if any of them work whatsoever, but this case, I don't know what the power supply is. You can see in the back, it has a fan speed adjuster, as it says right there. It has the power switch, feels pretty nice. It's just normal. It has the normal PS2 ports, printer, ancient port, FireWire, USB, which I'm hoping is 2.0, Ethernet. It has all the microphone and headphone jacks. The graphics card has 2 DVI and 1 S-Video, and it looks like it has a Sound Blaster card with a FireWire also. I looked at the RAM also. It has 4 1 gigabyte sticks of RAM. So that would equal exactly 4 gigabytes of RAM. It has a GPU, graphics processing unit. I can't tell how many gigahertz and megabytes of RAM, VRAM it has right now, but it is powered, so I don't know about that. But this case seems like it has lots of adapters that it probably doesn't need. Like, this is just a Molex to power the hard drive. So before I try to turn this on, I'm gonna clean up the cable management because it's a mess. Make sure everything's connected. But one thing that I did forget to talk about was the front. The front is what originally caught my eye. Right here it says UV, so I'm assuming it measures the light. This is CPU temp, I'm guessing, and this is the fan speed. But those look really cool. I hope they actually work. But this has a door style. I'm not a fan of the door, but it is a nice looking case. It has an optical drive and then a looks like a dual rewriting drive, or I'm not positive on the second one, but I'm gonna do some cable management and see how it works. It also has a fan speed adjuster right there, a volume light adjuster actually right there, probably for the lights on the fans. headphone jack, microphone jack, 2 USB ports, and a FireWire port. I'm going to clean it up and then test it out. So I cleaned it out, and these are the 3 extra adapters that were there but weren't needed. I don't know why the person felt like they needed to include them, but I have a monitor set up and everything's ready to go. The power button is behind this. Probably helped switch the power supply. So these are the 3 adapters that were left in here when they don't need to. I connected everything that was originally connected without any of these adapters, so I don't know why they were actually in there. So it is cleaner, and I have a monitor hooked up. The power button is right here, and I'm pressing it, and nothing seems to be happening. I'll make sure the power supply is switched on. Press it some more, pressing it. It is plugged into the wall, so it's not that. It should be connected well there. Pressing the power button. And it is not working. The first thing that I'm going to try to replace is the power supply, because that very well may be the problem. Because usually the power supply fans would spin up. So I'm going to try replacing that and see if I can get this thing to post. So I have ghetto rigged everything together just with the bare minimals. It looks horrendous. The power supply is my Corsair GS 700. I know for sure it's working. I took it out of my main computer that I often use, and I have plugged it in, flipped the switch to turn it on, and that is a good sign. The green LED on the motherboard that had not been going on previously is on, so I do believe that the power supply was the dead part. And I turn it on. The fans are spinning. What does this say? AI series, Asus. That's the motherboard. It has a Pentium 4. It's making quite a racket. I don't know what part of the computer is making that sound. I'm going to turn off the LED. I don't know what part is making that noise. I do have a keyboard plugged in, so I'll try to go to the BIOS. So I'll press F1. So this is the BIOS. In the BIOS, this is the system information. It is an Intel. The processor is an Intel Pentium 4 CPU running at 3.2 gigahertz. It has 1 core and the RAM is actually only 2 gigabytes, and it is DDR. It is 2 sets of 2 512 megabyte sticks of RAM, and that's basically it for the BIOS, and I'm going to see if I can boot into an operating system. Thank you for watching. So I have been able to have it boot into Windows 7 Ultimate. There are 3 accounts: Guest, John Maharney, and Administration. So I'm going to try this one first. It says welcome, but I do not know if I'll need to put in a password. And it seems to be loading, and it has lots of folders. I will end up just wiping this hard drive, but I am interested in seeing what the hardware says about it. So Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete didn't seem to do anything. So that's interesting. I don't know. So there you see, I picked up this computer and it works perfectly fine. I had to do a little cleaning and tweaking. The power supply was dead, but with just replacing a power supply, this is a very nice computer. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. See you next time.